Hi my loves, how are you today? Today's video is going to be my Dooney and Bourke all-weather leather bag. So I want to talk to you guys about that bag today. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. But I wanted to do a quick check-in before we get started talking about the bag. How are you guys today? What are you up to today? Comment down in the comments down below. Let me know how you're going to be spending your day, what you're going to be doing. So now that we've gone ahead and talked about how we're going to spend our lovely day today, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So today we're going to be talking about my Dooney and Bourke. Beautiful. You see the red. I know you can see the little red over here, that gorgeous tomato red. We're going to be talking about this bag. But since I have you guys here this morning, and right now I don't have anybody else around me to talk to, I'm going to talk to you guys. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my poinsettia plant right here. I do not have a green thumb. I don't have a green thumb, you guys, but I love plants. You know, and of course, when you don't have a green thumb, most of the time, you tend to get cactus or cacti. But me, every year, I want to get a poinsettia, even though I know I water them too much and I end up killing them. So this little buddy right here, though, this is not all my fault, okay? This is not all my fault that, you know, her leaves are very sparse. When I picked her up at the store, you know how sometimes you get a good grouping? They have a good grouping of the plants at the store, and then sometimes you get that tail end of the grouping that's left over. Well, it wasn't that I got the leftover batch because I would have waited until more came in, but it was a full batch and all of them kind of looked like this. So I said, I'm going to rescue one and take one home with me. And I ended up getting this one, and it's not as bad as it looks. Because what I wanted to tell you is that there is a leaf right here, if you notice, that's a little bit darker. That's just the normal coloring for this poinsettia. You know how some of them have, that's not dying. That's just the darkening of the leaf right there. So it's not as bad as it looks, okay? And I've been preening it. I think that's the correct term. When the leaves do die, I go ahead and pull them off so that the plant will blossom and look for the sun and try to grow and blossom and grow. So it's not as bad as it looks, you guys. This little baby is gonna hang in there with me until I ask my honey, my baby, for another one. So for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and hopefully it'll find the light and do well. But we're here today to talk about this Dooney and Bourke bag. So I love this Dooney and Bourke bag, you guys. So pretty. And when I originally purchased this baby, I was so happy because the seller sent me this. And even though they weren't originally sold together, this is a vintage Dooney and Bourke all-weather leather coin purse, and it's in a beautiful color red, and it's in the same pebbled leather, so it matches very well. It goes with my lovely bag very well. So I absolutely love this bag in my collection. And when I went ahead and picked up this bag, I have several. I have a couple Dooney and Bourke all-weather leather bags, but the reason I love this one so much and is so dear to me is because of the condition. When you can find anything, whether it's a vintage Chanel, a vintage Coach bag, a vintage Dooney and Bourke bag, I love the vintage bags as well. So when you find them, one of the main things, in addition to authenticity, you want an authentic bag. Another thing that you look for is condition. You want to make sure that the bag doesn't have any odors, that it doesn't have any, you know, seams or anything split or missing or bad. So this baby right here was in lovely, gorgeous condition. I couldn't resist it. And this color is not an easy color to find in good condition in the red. And just to show you guys what I'm talking about, if you look at the corners and everything on this bag, you'll see how good the condition is on this baby. Whoever had this bag took really good care of it, and now she's been in my collection, you know, and I'm going to keep her in my collection for a long time. The duck is nice on her. So the all-weather leathers are really nice. She even has the older Dooney and Bourke fob, the one with the D&B right there. She has that older fob. This is a beauty, and anytime I get a chance, I absolutely love her. And we know the all-weather leather bags, this is the Gladstone. And the Gladstones look like, they remind me of like the Gucci Boston bags or the Louis Vuitton Speedy bags. So that's what this beauty reminds me of right here. And I do have her keys right here in this pochette. So if you look right here, she has her lovely lock, and her lock says D&B. Her lock actually says Dooney and Bourke, not D&B. It actually says written out Dooney and Bourke right there. And she has her keys in the clochette right here. So she has the keys for the lock right there. You see she has the lovely keys. And that's another thing that you don't always find. Sometimes you find them with the lock on the side, but no keys. So that's a good thing that she has her keys and her clochette with her. Let's go ahead and take a look on the interior. And I probably have her stuffed with probably some t-shirts or jeans or shorts or something. So in here, to my surprise, I haven't looked in here for a while. So I have all her paperwork right here that she came with when I purchased her from the seller. And in here has some documents on her from the original catalog. Let's go ahead and pull them out. We might as well. I just like to save it with the bag. So in here has, I believe, some documentation on her. And it does. So here it is right here. Has some documentation on the bag. And then also in here, I have her strap. And I have two sets of straps for her. I have a shorter one and a longer one, depending on which one I want to use it with. So I have two sets of vintage Dooney and Bourke straps, a shorter one and a longer one, depending on, you know, how I want the bag to fall or if I want to wear the bag crossbody. And then I have a dust bag cover in here. That wasn't the original one for the bag. I just put that with the bag. And then I have her stuffed with paper. So let me go ahead and hold on one second. Let me go ahead and take out all the stuffing. Did this just break right in front of me? My poor plant just broke right in front of me. So we are back. And I got all the stuffing out the interior of my bag. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. But I did wanna say that we were talking about my luck with the poinsettia plants. My plant just broke right in front of me, you guys. A big little branch of my plant just broke off right in front of me. It just fell. I don't know why that came off. So I don't know if I should put this in a vase or in a vase, but it's very pretty. And this particular stem wasn't dying or anything, so I don't know why this piece came off and fell off, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep moving forward with my little plant right here. It's so pretty. Okay, so at any rate, the interior of my bag, this is the interior of my lovely Gladstone. Look at how gorgeous she is in there. So beautiful. The interior of this bag is so clean. It was so clean. That was another reason why I was so happy when I purchased this off the pre-loved market. And I do have to say, I did pay a pretty penny for the condition of this bag because it was in such good condition. The seller wasn't giving up on, you know, the price, but it was worth it in the end because I have a really nice bag on my hand with no odors, no problem. And I've had her for a long time in my collection now. You know, she's not new to me anymore. So I absolutely love this color. And it's a very tomato red color. Now let's talk about this little matching coin purse because I do like to use them together. This little baby right here is so adorably cute. And let's go ahead and open this up. It has the kiss lock closure, and I do have it stuffed, and it has this very nice interior. And you know, with a lot of the older Dooney and Bourke coin purses, sometimes that interior will deteriorate. Not this baby. It hasn't deteriorated at all. It looks really, really good in there. So I have to be honest that I love the set together, but I will carry it together, but I don't really want to put a lot of coins or anything in here because that's going to cause the starting of the flaking because this is a very older piece and it's in very good condition, the corners and the edges and everything. I don't want to say I don't want to use it, but I'm very careful with it because I want to keep it in as good condition for as long as possible. So these are my two vintage AWOL leather, all-weather leather pieces, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel, and don't worry about my plant. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this one and nurse it until I can't nurse it anymore, and then eventually I'll probably get another one for the winter season. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you soon in tomorrow's video.